Hi there, this is just a simple recording regarding the Hubsan501s which I've recently got. I've had a Hubsan product before, that's the Spyhawk plane, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and because of that I decided to buy the 501s as it was a big step up from what I was flying previously, which was the SEMA 8C. Let's get going on our first flight. Very nervous. I've got the workers who have come up on the cliff to look at what's going on. This is filming the work that's going on regarding the cliff erosion at Eastchurch Gap on the Isle of Sheppey, and you will see that there's netting that's going down trying to preserve the cliff face. This is a pilot project, so I wanted the drone partly to film this. I've set off and I've moved off from the cliff face, and as you can see I've got the GPS hold on and it's doing a remarkable job. All the work there that you can see on the cliff face, and also me on the top of the cliff with the workers that are doing the work. The actual drone performs admirably, although you will have to forgive my nerves. I've just done a rotation there, and the clarity of the camera you can see is very good. It is full HD. The wind conditions, it's very calm. I've got an onshore wind approximately 4 miles an hour, so it's very negligible, especially for this time of day and at this location. The actual drone itself is quite sensitive and it holds its position well, and I was very pleased. Although even having it only this far away, I can see that you could have orientation problems, but I have been told to use headless mode. It might be better, but as I'm used to flying an aircraft, I'm a little bit worried about doing this with this drone, especially over at this location. I don't really want to lose it over the cliffs. The only other experience that I've had with Hubsan products is the Hubsan Spyhawk. Now, one thing that's got that this hasn't, which I do miss, is the sunshade around the LCD display. It does make it so that it is that much easier to see in broad daylight, especially in full sun like we've got now. But that's another issue. There is a position for it, I can see. There's cutouts on the transmitter, but for some reason Hubsan haven't included this. I'm on my way back now. As you can see, I'm a little bit wobbly, but I get there in the end. Also remember that the Hubsan doesn't like taking off from grass because it likes a hard standing. Props get fouled by grass, so it's one thing to remember. Right, here we go on the second flight, and as you can see I'm still using GPS hold, and that's all. I'm just flying it around, getting used to it. I've flown in this field before with the SEMA 8XC, and you know, it's a field that I know. Got trees behind me and I'm not taking it too far away. I'm just getting the feel of it, and it feels pretty solid. The wind has picked up here. This is 2 days after I did the original video, and the wind here is going at about 8-9 miles an hour. It's not strong, but and it's steady. However, it does make a difference with the drone's handling. But as again, I'm only using the GPS hold, nothing else. Seems fairly solid, to be honest with you. I do feel that the batteries that are supplied with the drone, I would doubt whether you'd get 20 minutes out of it personally. But as the battery is being conditioned over the course of a few flights, then it won't be until 4 or 5 times that I'll be able to judge what the flight time will be. But we'll see. As it's only a 10C battery, would you believe? That's unbelievable for a LiPo in this day and age. It's more like a battery that you'd have in a transmitter. But there you go, it seems to cope, and it doesn't get that warm when it comes down, but I'm making sure that I keep about sort of 40% charge in the battery while I'm conditioning it. I'm just using GPS hold and rotating around now. A little bit fast, I suppose, for the panning, but the quality there is quite good. And you can actually see the wind on the drone, because if you look now it's level, but you'll have noticed before that the picture actually tilted slightly, and that's apparent because you've got a fixed camera. As you've got a fixed camera, as the drone compensates for the wind to keep its position, then obviously the camera's horizon will change, it will be skewed a little bit. But again, rock solid, no problems at all, and I am going to experiment further, and as this was the second flight, nothing untoward has happened. On the whole, I'm very pleased with this. It's not the cheapest of drones in the world, but it has a lot of features. Next thing to do is to try the follow me mode and also the headless mode. So, lot to learn, but I think it's a worthwhile investment, and one that I think you'll find you will enjoy. So I hope I haven't bored you to tears. All the best.